Jeremiah chapter 11, verse 11. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. If you watch the movie, this verse makes sense. Us was directed by Jordan Peele and stars Lupita Nyong'o, Winston Duke, and Elisabeth Moss, and follows the story of a family who are visiting their summer home in Santa Cruz, and soon, one night, they are attacked and stalked by a group of people that look exactly like them. And soon they had to survive this bloody, terrifying night as they are being stalked, hunted, and trying to be picked off by doppelgangers. After the genre-bending film that was Get Out, I've been super excited and pumped to see what Jordan Peele would do next. And the trailers for this film have been really good, have really gotten me interested, and honestly, after watching the film, they really don't show that much. In fact, there's a lot to unpack in this film. This film has a lot going on, from its symbolism to its message to just the film itself. It is a incredible, just well-made horror film. The film ultimately ends up feeling like an episode of The Twilight Zone, which is what I felt when rewatching Get Out recently. In fact, I think Jordan Peele is even in charge of producing or creating the new reboot of The Twilight Zone, and you can see that he loves The Twilight Zone here. In fact, I think this movie was in fact based on an episode of The Twilight Zone. It just has that style and feel, and I love it. If anyone was complaining that Get Out was not the horror film that they were looking for, then look no farther. This is the horror film that you've been looking for. This is not only just a bloody, violent, and terrifying film, it is also filled with symbolism, character, and is just wonderful to watch. This is a director that has perfected his craft, and that is true of Jordan Peele here. I think this film is even better than Get Out. On just a technical level, a story level, I loved this film. And I loved Get Out too, but this film just takes everything to such a different level. This film is a terrifying ride, but it is also a fun ride with great directing and great characters. Lupita Nyong'o, in terms of her acting, this is one of the best performances I've seen from her. She commands the screen in this film. She is amazing. And so is Winston Duke and the children too that play their children in the film. They are fantastic. In fact, all the acting all around is fantastic in this film. Everyone has to basically play dual roles in this film because, as I said, it's a film about doppelgangers. So you have Lupita Nyong'o, Winston Duke, and others playing themselves in the film while also playing the doppelganger version of themselves, which are really creepy and really menacing, and yeah, they're kind of scary, I'll say that. There's a wonderful scene, it's in the trailers, when the family finally meets this other family, and it is so well done. It is tense. The tension in this film just builds and builds off of each other, and I loved every second of it. It just really made me just while watching the film. As you can tell, I really, really enjoyed this film. And, you know, on top of all the horror moments, there are moments of actual levity. There are some moments of tongue-in-cheek humor. The film at points can be very funny. However, it's not as funny as a film like Get Out, which did have some really big comedy moments in it. This is through and through a horror film, and I'm glad that it didn't focus so much on comedy, because I feel that really would have downplayed a lot of the more horrific moments in this film. One particular scene in the film, in the middle of it, just had me gasping and just made my stomach churn. However, I do think that the film, as much as I love it, does have a few problems that I want to address. A lot of them occur in the third act, so I won't really go into spoilers that much, but I will say that some of the plotting becomes a little confusing by the end, and even when there is a scene that kind of clarifies things a little bit more, it is still ultimately a little clumsy in some spots near the end. However, that did not detract from my enjoyment of this film. I had a blast watching this film. It was just something really fresh and different that I'm glad we got. Also, something I loved about this film was its use of symbolism and metaphors. I love it when a mainstream film takes a more artistic approach to things, and it's a film that I think a lot of people can sit down and analyze. In fact, I kinda want to watch it again just to do it. There's a lot to unpack, such as something I mentioned at the very beginning of my video, the Bible verse. I was in the theater, and as soon as I saw something that referred to that, I looked it up, and I love looking at stuff like that. I love when a film becomes more than just a film and basically just makes me become involved in it. I think this film works on every level imaginable. It's fun, it's tense, it's horrific, the acting is excellent, the execution and the scenes, the directing, the cinematography, the sound design, all of it fits into this wonderful package of a horror film. This is way better and well crafted than Get Out, and that film was well crafted, but this just took it to an entirely different level for me. I loved this film, and I can't wait to see it again. I'm gonna give Us an 8 out of 10. Guys, I really think you should go and see Us. It's a fantastic film. It does have a lot of symbolic stuff in it that sometimes might get a little over your head. Sometimes you might be a little confused, but I think it is a film that is worth seeing again and being analyzed. I love this film, and just go see it, guys. But anyway, that's all I've got for you, so as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next review.